introduce the starting number 30, С.Мыльников. On defense, number 5, А.Гусаров. And number 21, И.Стельнов. The forward line, number 9, В.Крутов. Number 24, С.Макаров. And number 14, В.Тюменев. Now the starting lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. In goal, number 35, М.Вуг. On defense, number 2, Л.Фоголин. And number 4, К.Лоу. At center ice, number 99, Wayne Gretzky. On the right wing, number 17, Yari Curry. And on the left wing, number 9, Glenn Anderson. With the team captain.
Союз нерушимый республик свободных, ступила на веки великая Русь, да здравствует созданный волей народов, единый могучий Советский Союз.
The referee will be Kerry Fraser, and the linesmen Swede Knox and Randy Mitten. Mılьников, a winner in Game 1 against the Los Angeles Kings last evening, and he looks to make it 2 in a row. And for the Edmonton Oilers, it'll be 25-year-old Н.Дроздецкий, a goals against average of 3.41, in the win column 15, 4 losses, 4 ties.
Добрый вечер. Стадион Колизеум в Эдмонтоне заполнили 17 300 зрителей. Хозяева поля, обладатели Кубка Стэнли, принимают чемпиона Советского Союза ЦСКА. Это второй матч армейцев из 6 запланированных. Ворота нашей команды защищает Сергей Мыльников. У канадцев играет сегодня Н.Муг, он под 35-м номером. В привычном составе начали наши хоккеисты этот матч. Пятерка Тюменева сейчас на льду. У канадцев второй номер В.Фоголин, 77-й К.Коффи. А в нападении играют 9-й Андерсон, 99-й Грецкий и 17-й номер Курри. По существу это ведущая пятерка канадской команды. Это Глен Сеттер. И вот уже 6-й год тренирует команду Эдмонтон Ойлерз. У нас пятерка Быкова на льду сейчас, защитники Фетисов и А.Касатонов. Вот атака армейцев. Шайба Герасимова, бросок по воротам. Шайба не доходит до вратаря канадской команды. Конечно, турне очень сложное, трудное. Сами представляете, что только сутки назад армейцы были в Лос-Анджелесе, затем предстоял перелет. И вот уже матч в Эдмонтоне на территории Канады. Герасимов хорошо в средней зоне обыгрывает соперника. Передача, бросок Быкова, промах. 12-й номер канадской команды. Это Дэйв Хантер, 27-летний хоккеист. Кстати, 3 брата Хантера выступают в Национальной хоккейной лиге. Соперник — одна из лучших команд Национальной хоккейной лиги в последние годы. Она 2 последних сезона становилась обладателем Кубка Стэнли. Ну, вообще, многие связывают успех этого канадского клуба с Уэйном Грецки. После его появления в основном составе значительно усилилась игра. Первое удаление в матче. 3 года назад сборная Советского Союза проиграла здесь со счетом 3-4. Тогда это был первый матч турне сборной Советского Союза по Канаде и Северной Америке. Стариков. Зыбин рвался к воротам. Вот шайбу Шепелева, бросок к воротам. Р.Муг хорошо играет, правильную позицию прежде всего выбрал. Шепелев с шайбой, пас назад защитнику. Дроздецкого очень активно атакует. Канадцы отбирают шайбу. Семнадцатый номер Курри, финский хоккеист, давно уже выступает в составе Эдмонтон Ойлерз. И, кстати говоря, выступает очень успешно. Вот бросок Шепелева вы видите по воротам канадской команды. А.Гусаров. Тюменев. Крутов на правом фланге. Нет, простите, это Макаров был. Крутов. Пока не удается войти в зону соперника. Тюменев хорошо оставляет шайбу Крутову. Вот выход к воротам. Бросать неудобно было. Передача назад защитнику. И.Стельнов бросает по воротам и вновь удачно играет Р.Муг. Еще один бросок. Промах на этот раз. А.Гусаров. Маленькая площадка здесь, так же, как и накануне в Лос-Анджелесе, поэтому трудно разыграть шайбу. Все время рядом вырастает защитник канадской команды, да и нападающие смело очень идут на отбор шайбы ближе, около своих ворот. И успевает вернуться и опекать защитника. Макаров. Я смотрю, Фетисов появился на поле у армейцев. Веселов. Фетисов упускает шайбу в угол площадки. У канадцев есть возможность поддержать ее. И вот так, не торопясь, разыгрывают шайбу сначала в средней зоне. 14 номер — это Мактавиш. Шайба в средней зоне. Фетисов. Герасимов на хорошей скорости вошел в зону соперника. Его атакует Р.Грегг. Можно бросать. Бросок к воротам. Промах. И шайба у Н.Муга. 10 лет назад впервые состоялась серия с участием клубных команд Канады и Советского Союза. С тех пор в Национальной хоккейной лиге многое изменилось. Тройка Шепелева. защитники Стельнов и Гусаров. Дело в том, что в составе ЦСКА только 6 защитников на этот раз. Ну, есть универсальный хоккеист, это Р.Грегг, который может выступать на месте и центрального нападающего, и на месте защитника. Вот бросок по воротам, вновь в игре МУГ. Пока 0-0 в матче между ЦСКА и Эдмонтон Ойлерз. Передача не очень точно действуют канадцы. И ответная атака хоккеистов ЦСКА. Герасимов хорошо входит в зону. Бросок по воротам. Это атаковал Хомутов. Еще один бросок в сторону ворот. На этот раз шайба не доходит до вратаря. Герасимов молодец. Ушел от силового приема. Бросок. Вот опасный момент. Еще раз бросает. Это уже Фетисов атаковал ворота. А.Касатонов с шайбой. Вообще, надо сказать, вот эта тройка Быкова очень хорошее впечатление произвела в первом матче с командой Лос-Анджелес Кингс. Забили, правда, только одну шайбу. Нет, даже 2 шайбы забили. Герасимов отличился и с его подачи забросил шайбу А.Касатонов. Так что 2 шайбы в первом матче было на счету этого звена. Но дело не в заброшенных шайбах, а дело в том, что очень хорошее движение было у этой тройки нападающих. Постоянно находили они партнеров. Вот смена уже по ходу. Опасный момент, бросок по воротам. И счет в матче открыт. Армейцы выигрывают со счетом 1-0. Это Зыбин посылает первую шайбу в ворота Эдмонтон Ойлерз. Хорошо очень успел подхватить шайбу. Посмотрите, выход Дроздецкого 1 на 1. МУГ играет уверенно. И вот здесь сделал хорошую паузу Зыбин и отправил шайбу уже затем в пустые ворота. Тройка Шепелева была на льду в составе ЦСКА. 1-0 армейцы выигрывают. Пятерка Грецкий на льду у хозяев поля. У армейцев играет сейчас пятерка Шепелева. Она осталась на льду. Защитник канадцев с шайбой отправляет ее в среднюю зону. Грецкий, не получается. Передача. Шепелев. Зыбин. Бабинов бросает. Шайба не доходит до вратаря. Это Яри Курри, 17 номер, 25-летний хоккеист. Приз вручается хоккеисту, который демонстрирует хорошее мастерство и в то же время джентльменское поведение на льду. Он играл в прошлом году, в феврале месяце, вернее в этом году, в прошлом сезоне, за первую команду звезд. Сейчас он второе место по результативности занимает в чемпионате НХЛ. Отстает на 4 шайбы, 24 шайбы он забросил. И отстает по этому показателю только от Керра из Филадельфия Флайерс. Хомутов хорошо играет. Герасимов. Пас назад. Защитнику Стариков неудобно было бросать. Шайба не прижата. Хантер.
Over on the right side for Napier. He's ridden out of the play by Babinov. Jackson to the line and across for Edmonton. In behind the Soviet goal. McClellan is out in front. Randy Gregg moving in. Can't get a shot away. Gregg flips it into the corner. Still controlling it for Edmonton. S.Starikov for the Soviets. Working against McClellan. Moving in Suminen, number 25 for Edmonton. Now the Soviets, Bykov. Gerasimov starts the Soviets out, taking a return pass now. Suminen for the Oilers to the line and across, dropped it for McSorley. McSorley going in, takes shot, scores! sorely. Had some trouble with it too, Howie. Caught up in his skates.
Well, it was a great drop pass, and it held the Soviet defense right there. Watch this.
Канадцы сравнивают счеты. Сделал это Марти Максорли, 33-й номер команды. Бросок был очень сложный, я считаю, для вратаря. Так что ничья пока 1-1. У нас тут была небольшая пауза в нашем репортаже по техническим причинам. Пропало изображение из Эдмонтона. Поэтому вы видели только повтор уже заброшенной шайбы. Проброс, сбрасывание около ворот армейцев. Вот 7-й номер, это П.Коффи. Кстати говоря, изменил он номер. Обычно выступал под 77-м номером. Ну, в какой-то степени, мне кажется, многие сейчас хоккеисты копируют у Р.Грегги, у которого двузначный номер, да еще какой, 99-й. Так мы видели уже на льду хоккеиста, который имел 66-й номер. Вот Коффи в прошлые годы выступал под 77-м номером. Сейчас у него 7-й номер. Обошел очень и очень многих нападающих. 37 шайб забросил он и 84 точных передачи сделал. Ну и получил приз лучшего защитника на Национальной хоккейной лиге. Приз Джеймса Норриса. Вне игры было. Виктор Тюменев играет вместе с Макаровым и Крутовым. Несколько лет тому назад мог выступать и на краю атаки, но сейчас уже и в «Спартаке», и в сборной Советского Союза играет на месте центрального нападающего. Игрок очень строгий, игрок цепкий при отборе шайбы, может быть, не столь результативный, как хотелось бы тренерам. Фетисов. Неудачно действует Грецкий, бросает поворотом, великолепно играет Мыльников. Не раздумывая, Грецкий бросает поворотом. Но вообще у себя в зоне надо действовать предельно внимательно. Ну, много очень титулов у этого хоккеиста. С ним мы уже достаточно хорошо знакомы. Побил, по-моему, все рекорды в Национальной хоккейной лиге. Достаточно сказать, что по итогам прошлого сезона получил 2 приза. Как самый ценный игрок Национальной хоккейной лиги и как самый результативный. Андерсон. Джексон. Вот выход Андерсона, хорошо играет Мыльников, шайба попадает в щитки нашего вратаря. И ответная атака армейцев Москвы. Бросок. Теперь уже МУГ показывает свое мастерство. Сдвинуты ворота канадской команды и смена составов. 9-й номер — это Гален Андерсон, 25-летний хоккеист. Кстати, он играл еще на Олимпийских играх в Лейк-Плэсиде за сборную Канады. Нет, вы знаете, я ошибся. Бросок Андерсона был мимо ворот. Напьер. Быков. И слева от него Хомутов. Бросок. Шайба попадает во вратаря. Удачно, я скажу, расположили сейчас защитник В.Фоголин, 2-й номер, и вратарь канадской команды Н.Муг. Я говорил о том, что 3 хоккеиста из Финляндии играют сейчас в составе Эдмонтон Ойлерз. С одним мы с вами познакомились, это Яри Курри. И еще 2. Это Сумманен, Райма Сумманен, 23-летний хоккеист. Он фактически первый сезон играет в составе Эдмонтона. До этого провел всего лишь 9 игр в основном составе. Но похоже, что в этом году твердо занимает место в основном составе команды. И еще один есть хоккеист Esa Tikkanen, 20-летний. Причем интересно, что он оказался в команде сразу же после окончания пражского чемпионата мира и успел даже стать обладателем Кубка Стэнли. 20 лет ему всего лишь. Еще в прошлом году выступал он за сборную юниоров Финляндии. И, кстати, вошел в символическую сборную мира. Джексон, 29 номер, защитник канадской команды. И вот звучит сирена. Закончился первый период, пока ничья, 1-1, перерыв.
Howie, there were moments in the period, but it wasn't maybe quite what we're each other out a little bit, Howie.
Well, I think the Soviets played pretty close to their potential. I am a little bit disappointed in the enthusiasm, the lack of jump, the lack of foot, the lack of checking by the Edmonton Oilers. They can play that type of game, the type of game that they have to play against.
Center ice for the Soviets with Makarov, number 24, and Krutov, number 9, as his wingers out there against Gretzky, Curry, and Anderson. Second period action underway. This is Yari Curry for the Oilers. Anderson gets it across the line, can't catch up to it. And it's picked up by Krutov, number 9.
I think a little earlier, too, I was talking about Anderson. I said he's known to have a period or a shift that he doesn't play too well in, but he usually wakes up in the second period.
Face off in the Soviet zone. It is 1-1. Second period just nicely underway. As the Soviets control in their own territory, Makarov tries a right side pass. This is Tiyumenov, number 28, back for Makarov, going in, takes the shot. Moog, the save. Looked a little bit surprised by the angle of the shot. Makarov backhands it out in front. Huddy for the Oilers, claims it there. Now Curry. Oilers slow coming out of their zone.
I used to go into Toronto when he played with the old Toronto Toros just to see that kid shake, rattle, and roll. My goodness, could he skate. Oh, never saw a better skater. At 17 and 18, he could fly.
Napier along the boards, lost it momentarily, but it comes to the Oilers. This is Rogers. Rogers for Don Jackson. Jackson got it out in front. The Soviets are quick to cover up.
Oh, Jackson's a little mad. Someone took his feet from underneath him and he kicked at him.
McTavish lost it along the boards. Soviets control in the Oilers zone. Moog had to make a save on a point shot from Kasatonov. Kasatonov kept it in at the line. McTavish couldn't get it out. 14 for the Oilers. For the Soviets, Kamutov, 15. It is finally out across the line and back in. Whistle down. The faceoff will be just outside the Oiler line.
Well, by NHL clubs and all Canadian and American hockey teams at whatever level, but watch the Soviets tonight. They flood a zone tighter and with more people than I've ever seen before. So far, they haven't got burned.
McTavish for the Oilers across the line. That play broken up neatly. Soviets start right back. Nordrozdecki is open, number 13. It doesn't go that way. Nordrozdecki into the corner as Shepelев took the shot. This is Shepelев for the Soviets. Out in front, nobody there. Goes to the sideboards. Zubin, 25 for Central Red Army. Couldn't control. Babinov ahead for Nordrozdecki, 13. And it's back out across the Oiler line. A penalty coming up against the Oilers. Looks like Hunter, number 12, for tripping as Andy Moog touches it behind his own goal. Hunter.
Well, there's Hunter getting a very, very foolish penalty. And I'm not, oh, gee whiz. the Soviets can do it.
Hops across his stick. Soviets have Tюменев, 28, Makarov, 24, and Krutov, 9 out on the power play. With the puck right now, Gusarov. This is Krutov. Krutov easily across the Oiler line. Took a pretty good check from Charlie Huddy. Soviets control in the power play in the Oiler zone. Man out in front, open Stelnov, fired it wide. Oilers dump it down.
Can't understand that point man. The defenseman moved in the top of the circle.
Up to a number 9, McTavish pinches in, keeps it in for the Oilers. Kasatonov, number 6. For the Soviets now. Pass on the right side for Kamyatov. Kamyatov, number 15, ridden out by Jackson. Moog out to steer it along the boards. And the Oilers get it down the ice. Here's a chance for Edmonton. McTavish is open. Anderson couldn't get it there. Still couldn't. Fetisov. Now Kasatonov, number 6, plays it over to the right side. Gerasimov, number 12. Back for Fetisov. The shot deflected out in front, and they score between Moog's legs. The shot from the point deflected out in front.
Watch Fetisov here as he winds up. He slides it along the ice. Moog is out where he should be, and there's a Soviet player comes in and just lays his stick on the puck that was shot purposely along the ice. Look at this. The back of his stick hit the ice first in order to keep it down, and the puck just slid along the ice, and great play. And that's why Fetisov is considered one of the best scoring defensemen, best playmaking defensemen in the Soviet Union hockey empire. He's something else. Smart.
Vyacheslav Bykov, credit for the goal. Early in the second period, the Oilers right back. Malinkov falls on a loose puck that dribbled out in front. Not a glorious scoring opportunity for Edmonton, but a chance nonetheless. It is 2-1. Line up the All-America Bowl on TSN. Oilers have some pressure on in the Soviet zone now. McClellan is out in front. Couldn't get a pass from Suminen. Now McClellan tries to feed it through for McSorley. He has the Oiler goal. And it's cleared out where Kevin Lowe claims it for Edmonton. Back for Lowe. Man on the right side, Suminen. He's ridden out by Babinov. McClellan working in there with Suminen. This is McClellan behind the Soviet goal. Still has it. Works it out, but scores! Suminen waiting by the side of the net, but McClellan made the whole play possible.
Well, we talk about smart plays, heady plays, skillful plays by the Soviets. Watch this. McClellan just outfought from behind the net, had everybody watching him, everybody on the ice except Suminen, who anticipated that the pass was going to come in front of the net. He moved in, and there you see him scoring a very important goal. And how about the supporting cast of this Edmonton Oilers? McClellan with a great big goal, McSorley with a goal, or Suminen. McClellan with a great play.
McClellan made the play.
Oh, did he
no
ever?
Question about it. A lot of hard work on that one to set up Suminen out in front. Here's Huddy at the point. Shot deflected wide. Soviets start back. Drozdetsky couldn't take a pass. Now it comes to Drozdetsky at the line. Fires over on the right side for Zubin, 25. Oilers having difficulty getting it out of their own zone. Now it comes free to Gretzky. Gretzky down the right side. Man out in front. Gretzky circles the net and backhands it through on the short side. Soviets again. This time Shepelев. Shepelев going in. Man open on the other side, and Moog. An enormous save. Andy Moog.
How about this? How about this?
Now there's a little action.
Andy Moog has the Soviets shaking their head. It's a slow pass. Watch this. The fake, and you'll see Moog come open. Look at that great push-off off his right leg, and he's able to stretch with the left leg and get it there just in time.
Coliseum in Edmonton. Soviets have outshot the Oilers 18-6 to this stage of the second period. We're almost at the midway mark. It is even on the scoreboard at 2. Paul Coffey flipped it into the Soviet zone. McSorley in after it, number 33. Oilers now in possession in the central Red Army zone. McClellan can't get to it. McSorley overskated it. McClellan tries again, and he's held along the boards. Finally picked up by Vasilov for the Soviets. McClellan is down. Kept in. Shot from the point. That one off the post. The rebound. Great saves. Malinkov coming up with a big save.
Well, the fellow you looked at there makes a pretty good save here. Again, he's not challenging, and he's down unnecessarily. But look at, he stacks the pads, and the Edmonton player was not able to get it up high. He went down in the first shot, shouldn't have, and almost paid the price on the second.
Sergei Malinkov, 27 years of age. From the faceoff, Kasatonov got it to the line. It's out and across. Soviets quickly to the attack once more. Going right in. Moog came out and challenged the shooter that time as he cut down the angle on Shepelev. Out in front, Moog is down with Nordrozdecki, number 13, standing in front.
Moog takes one away from Nordrozdecki with his left leg, and then right from the base. That's it. Give him the puck. I'll skate.
Minute 18 left in the power play. That's Anderson. Gretzky gets it up to Curry. Curry shot it just wide. And then backhanded the rebound out in front. Claimed quickly by the Soviets, who start back. This is Makarov. Down the left side, Makarov. Pushed off the puck by Huddy. Soviets playing shorthanded. Krutov couldn't control it. Here's Coffey with Gretzky at the line. Coffey left it for Gretzky. He didn't think it was going that way. Krutov backhands it down. 41 seconds left in the Edmonton power play. Coffey coughed it up. Soviets going in. Score! Bykov. Coffey made the miscue. Bykov walked in 19.
Moog almost got a piece of it. But again, there's no way in the world you allow that back man to handle the puck and attempt to make a pass from that position. It wasn't a good pass on Coffey's stick. Coffey has to be behind the passer in that instance. And Bykov just went between the legs, found the 5-hole. It's a bad pass, but nevertheless, when you're making that type of a pass, whether you're a man short or 5 aside, folks, the pass receiver is behind you. Get your goals on a power play, an even size, but when you have a power play and the opposition scores on you, that's the one that usually breaks your heart or ends up to be the winner in the long run. We'll see if that holds true tonight.
2 in a row for Bykov. His second shorthanded and unassisted. Oilers still on a power play for another 13 seconds. They have not had good scoring opportunity. Randy Gregg got it from McClellan. McClellan tipped it into the Soviet zone. Back for it. A little more vocal than they are many NHL nights during the regular season. A race for this one. The Oilers win it. And there's an elbowing call coming up against Edmonton, I believe. Babinov of the Soviets is down, back behind. Babinov, the oldest player on the Soviet squad.
Hunter's been a step ahead of the play and a step behind the play all night long, and he hasn't made bodily contact with anybody, so let's take a look at what he does here. How can that be elbowing? Anything but a fairly good check.
The referee, Kerry Fraser, saw it in another way.
I guess.
Here's another angle.
Thanks, fellas. Another angle. A tough check it out. He just run him into the fence nice and gently, and the Soviet player hit his head in the glass.
On the power play for the Soviets, Teumenov at center, 28 with Krutov on the left side. Makarov on the right wing. Fettisov for the Soviets. For Teumenov. Now Krutov. Back for Teumenov. Teumenov working in, plays it over to the other side. Man open at the point. That's Fettisov. Number 2 wide open back there. They go the other way. Right out in front. Moog blocked it. And it's steered aside by the Oilers. Soviets on a power play. Krutov back to the line. Fettisov back for Krutov. Into the slot and back for Fettisov, who moves in. Plays it for Krutov. He's checked. Good play as the Oilers get it to the line and across. Not for long as the Soviets cross the Edmonton blue line once more. In for Makarov, number 24. He comes out with it. Makarov back to the line. This is Krutov. Makarov for Fetisov. Oh. Fetisov moves in, takes the shot. That one dinged off the post.
Well, Fetisov is doing here what he does, I guess, with the teams back in the Soviet Union. He's got the players dipping and diving. He moved in there, faked the shot, and everybody went down, and he passed it across. He's just a very, very skilled hockey player, and that's the fellow I'm talking about.
And he's a league all-star.
Well, he
got force in this hockey game as yet, Howie.
That's right. He lacks the one thing that would make him really outstanding against the Soviet club, and that's just that extra step and speed. He's adequate, more than adequate, but against a club like this, he needs that extra step.
Oof. Curry has trouble at his own blue line, but finds Gretzky at the Soviet line. Gretzky puts on the move. There's Curry going in. Oh! Slid it right across. Molinkov came out. Here's Curry for Gretzky. Couldn't get it through. 14 seconds left in the Soviet power play as Makarov crosses the line. Offside was Kasatonov.
Now, what I was saying about that's Curry there. The stick. If he could move his feet like he moves his head right here. Look at this pass. Just beautiful. He knew where he was, and Gretzky put it, I think, maybe a foot or two ahead. It was on Curry's skate, but had Curry stopped, as he normally would, he'd have put that in.
47 seconds to play in the second period. The Soviets lead the Edmonton Oilers 3-2. And in 6 seconds, the Oilers will be back to full strength with Dave Hunter back from a 2-minute elbowing call. Gretzky in forechecking, almost comes up with it. Soviets break out quickly. Gerasimov over for Bykov. Back for Bykov now. Man open right out in front. Moog stands his ground and on the rebound as well. Good effort by the Soviets. Great effort by Andy Moog.
But here it is again. Just look at this. There was a little bit room up high on the short side as the Soviet player started.
Number 19, face off in the Oilers zone. Bykov losing the draw that time. It goes to Don Jackson of the Oilers. This is Kamutov. Back pass, neatly done, going in, right out in front. And Kamutov had an open net. Couldn't find the handle on that one. Couldn't come up with it. Back to the line, Stelkov. The shot, Moog, the save.
All right, here's Kamutov, who just makes a great front of the net. Because if they're the least bit off, nothing happens. There's a good backhand shot. Look, he hit the puck, had Moog down and out, had the ability to put it up on top, upstairs. Maybe it would have gone in. At least it would have been a shot in the net. But he wanted to make it picture perfect, and nothing really happened.
Shepelev moves to center ice for the Soviets with Nordrozdecki, 13 on the right wing, and Zubin, 25 on the left side. McTavish lost the draw, but the Oilers gained control as Moog played it for Kevin Lowe into the neutral area once more. Pass on the right side. Here come the Soviets once more. This is Shepelev, 27 with it. McTavish now claims it for the Oilers. One-on-one opportunity. And Anderson couldn't make it work that time. Got a pass out in front. Here's McTavish for the Oilers. McTavish in behind for Anderson. Anderson against Shepelev. Can't control. Shepelev still being shadowed by Anderson. Now it comes loose. Anderson has it, plays it back to the line. No one there for the Oilers. And with 3:06 remaining in the second period, the Oilers regroup back behind their own line. Craig McTavish for Anderson. Anderson the shot. McLeanoff the save. Sergei Malinov.
And it can change the direction of it, but that's all you do. One-on-one, if you can. Give the guy a move. If you don't beat him, shoot it at the net.
For the Soviets, Tyumenov with Makarov and Krutov. The forward front, their best line. Coffey, difficulty along the boards for the Oilers. Finally, gets it free for Suminen. Suminen had it taken away by Krutov. Now Coffey lost it out front. Moog the save out in front. The red light is on. Do they count it a goal or not? Another costly mistake for the Oilers in their own zone. The net is off its moorings. The light went on.
I've constantly, folks, been talking about the Soviets flooding the zone, And on this goal here, this is what they did out on the blue line. This is the start of it. Well, that's a bad pass, really. And you don't make silly little passes like that in the middle of the rink. You take it bodily out of the trouble area, or you pass it into that corner. You do any very, very poor thinking, very poor philosophy, and very poor skills, really, have led to goals by the Soviet Union.
Makarov makes it 4-2 for the Soviets. Two costly errors for the Oilers cost them goals. One by Bykov, one by Makarov. Bykov, 19, races Yari Curry for the puck. Gretzky overskating it, just got it out across the line. The back pass, though, goes to Yari Curry, and Curry can't get across the Soviet line. Oilers on the power play into the final minute of the second period. This is Gretzky. Takes the pass across the line, plays it back, the shot, the save, the rebound. Gretzky comes up with it again. This is Curry. Yari Curry working in. Oilers on the power play to the side of the net. And it comes loose. The Soviets claim it quickly. And here comes Makarov. Makarov being trailed by Curry. Curry finally hauls him down. And a penalty coming up, Makarov. Here the Soviets go in again. The backhand shot by Bykov. The Oilers very disorganized in their power play. And a penalty coming up to Yari Curry.
And he started out almost head and head. And there again, there's a great save by Belenkov. But Makarov is really moving here, and Curry gives him one hook and gives him to catch up, and gives him the second hook. But the Soviet players stayed on that puck and stayed much more disciplined behind the blue line and on offense than I've ever seen him before.
Central Red Army leading the Edmonton Oilers 4-2. Into the final 10 seconds now of the second period. Huddy to the Soviet line, gets across. This is McTavish. McTavish goes wide, trying to work it out for a shot. 2 seconds left, got it back for the point. No one was there for the Oilers, who will go to the dressing room after two.
Perhaps is a mistake. You have to know the Soviet club by the reputation. Anderson needs to do something. Again, you never know about Anderson when he comes to play.
Move to a power play, and there's the head coach. Team has played quite well. They have kept the Oilers off their game. Kevin Lowe for the Oilers to start the third period off. Banks it off the boards, carries it across the line himself. Gretzky goes in after it, beating him to the puck is Kasatonov. And the Soviets are back at full strength. And on the power play, this is Fetisov. Number 2, a minute 21 remaining in the Soviet power play with Yari Curry in the penalty box. Kasatonov ahead on the right side for Krutov. Krutov, number 9, cruises in across the Oiler line, plays it to the corner, takes a return pass. Krutov gets it back to the line. The shot, and it's deflected high and amongst the spectators.
Fetisov, he just laid that puck along the ice. It was directed at his teammate's stick, and his teammate did look for, as you're watching this game at home, folks, is that the Soviet team tried to on the bill daily.
Gretzky into the corner after the faceoff against 2 Soviet players. Gretzky has a broken stick. Soviets on the power play for 31 seconds longer as Krutov flips it into the Oilers zone. Moog can't come out to trap that one. McTavish played it to the line, couldn't get it out. Moog out of his net once more for Kevin Lowe. Lowe fires it around. McTavish can't poke it out across the line. Kept in there by Fetisov. Back to Fetisov, who goes to the other side. In close now for Krutov. Krutov had it go off a stick. Lowe was down. It deflected wide of Andy Moog in the Oiler goal. 4 seconds left in the penalty now. And that'll bring Yari Curry back. His wingers, Gerasimov on the right side. Face off to Moog's left. And the Oilers are back to full strength as Curry skates into the play. Long pass goes all the way down. Gretzky trying to cut it off from the other side. Couldn't get to it ahead of Malinkov, the Soviet netminder. Now the Oilers control behind the net. Gretzky flipped it out in front. Claimed there by K.Lou, number 15. Soviets to the Oiler line. K.Lou has it taken off his stick. This is McSorley for Edmonton. Weak backhand into the Soviet zone. 4-2, Central Red Army leading the Edmonton Oilers. Charlie Huddy for McSorley along the boards. In for McClellan. McClellan is taken out of the play. Bykov. This is McClellan for the Oilers. McClellan, number 24, took a pass from Suminen, flipped it out in front, and the Soviets start back. K.Lou lost it. Gerasimov had difficulties.
A few moments ago, there's Tikhonov. He's complaining. I think he's got a legitimate beef anyways. P.Cofffi, as I said earlier, has to do what he does best. And the crowd called that penalty anyways.
17-14 to play in the third series. Oilers power play. Gretzky, Curry, Anderson with Huddy and Coffey at the blue line. Anderson pushed off the puck by Fetisov.
See, that Fetisov knew his teammate was coming. All he did is held Anderson against the boards and pushed the puck out for his teammate to come and pick it up. They have good communications.
Huddy lost it to Krutov. Gretzky reclaimed it. Here's Paul Coffey. Coffey to the line. Went to the open side with a weak pass. Soviets start right back. Makarov, 24. Moog the save. It was likely wide of the target. Moog held on anyway.
Well, again, Coffey did what he does best up through center ice. And then you've got to beat somebody in order to create that open man. Coffey didn't beat anybody.
Oilers on the power play, tipped dangerously out in front and claimed by Makarov for the Soviets as the Oilers have difficulty getting this power play in motion.
Now skate, skate. That's it, go.
Coffey for Anderson. Anderson dumps it in. Coffey pinching in. Comes up with it for the Oilers. Coffey over to the open man. Shot blocked by Fetisov. Huddy shot that time. Gretzky behind the net to the side of the net. This is Yari Curry for Edmonton. Back to the line. No one there. 57 seconds left in the Oiler manpower advantage. Coffey has it poked off his stick. Anderson working along the boards against Gamayev. 18. Makarov for the Soviets against Gretzky. Fetisov now. And back for Fetisov. Vasiliev, 23, has it taken away by Gretzky. Gretzky going in. Tried to backhand it out in front for Curry. It didn't work. Lowe kept it in at the line. Shot right on. Not a difficult save.
Came through a crowd, though.
Randy Gregg for Paul Coffey. Coffey into the corner and couldn't do anything with it at all. Soviets start back. This is Nordrozdecki. Ahead for Shepelev. Good opportunity.
There he did what we talked about earlier, just made that one move, inside, outside, take it as far away from the body as you can and shoot it, and he hit the post. If it was on, it was in.
Soviets pinching in, out in front. McTavish made the good defensive play for the Oilers. This is Shepelev now, 27. Had it taken away by McTavish. Huddy moves in. Oilers led by Napier. McTavish couldn't get it at the side of the net. And Shepelev for the Soviets starts back down the left side. This is Shepelev with help. Falls as he crosses the line. And that's McTavish.
Discretion was the better part of valor there. I'll tell you, Kevin Lowe had them all lined up, and he did a quarterback sneak.
Mark Napier banked it off out in front. Fetisov taken out neatly by Kevin Lowe. Loose in the Oilers zone once more. And fired just wide by K.Lou, 15. K.Lou dumping it into the Edmonton zone once more with 13:06 to play in the third period. Low for the Oilers. Headman pass for Gretzky. Not quite. Gretzky got it out in front. And there, Kasatonov started the Soviets back. 2-on-1 for the Soviets. Dangerous play here. They move in, moving right out in front. The shot fired just wide by Gerasimov. The 2-on-1 played almost perfectly until the shot was taken. V.Fettisov clears it in. Moog sets it up. They're doing a pretty good job on Gretzky. Now it comes loose for Gretzky. Takes the pass from Anderson. Gretzky moving in, takes the shot. Couldn't get much on it. Cleared out in front. The shot fired just wide by Jackson. 29 for the Oilers. And there's a penalty called by Kerry Fraser. 4-2. The Soviets leading the Edmonton Oilers. 12 minutes, 16 seconds to play. So the Oilers with a power play. Have McClellan out there at center. He wins the draw back for Coffey. Coffey moving in. Paul Coffey, number 7 with the puck. Had it roll off his stick. Babinov. The Soviets claimed it but couldn't get it out. Oilers on the power play. It's kept in by Suominen. This is McClellan with Coffey. Coffey the shot. And the net off its moorings. No goal. The red light did not go on as the Oilers moved in and had a pretty good scoring opportunity.
I'm not sure. Let's see that again. There's the save. And he goes down. Yep, that's off. And there's Coffey putting it in. Yep.
Yeah. With the face-off in the Soviet zone, Coffey is at the point. Gretzky has the other point.
Oilers their best line, skill-wise and work-wise and productive-wise. Oops.
McClellan couldn't control it from the face-off out in front. It is kept in at the line by Suominen. This is Gretzky behind the Soviet goal. Cleared it right out in front. Neatly done. Suominen set it up. There's the shot. It ricochets wide. The shot from Paul Coffey. Here's McSorley. Has Coffey wide open. And Gretzky out in front of the net, too, as the Soviets have 2 players along the boards. It worked for the Soviets as it was cleared down the ice, and Suominen couldn't keep it in.
See how they flood the zone? They had all 4 red shirts in the third of the ice, and there were 2 Edmonton Oilers home free in the slot. They never did get the puck.
Here's Gretzky. Good chance here. Oh, brilliant save by McLeanoff. Soviets have an opportunity here. This is Makarov. Makarov going in. McSorley trailing. Now another Soviet comes in. Moog, a brilliant save on Krutov. Soviets are short-handed. McClellan. Coffey. Back for McClellan. McClellan running out of gas. Suominen backpedals along with Jari Kurri. And this is Krutov with a puck for the Soviets.
Oops.
Moog lost his balance. That one ricocheted out in front. Could have been dangerous had the Soviets not been playing short-handed and playing back a little bit. Kamutov, 15, got it out in front. Now Anderson and Gretzky. This is Gretzky. Missed the back pass for Anderson. Here's Kurri, but an Oiler was trapped offside as Kurri had to circle back. Kurri got it to the line and fired it in. Soviets kill off the penalty and are back to full strength as Moog bounces it off the boards. Comes to Gretzky and to Anderson. Anderson with Gretzky. Gretzky for Kurri, and Kurri couldn't get to it. Kasatonov, number 6, made a good play for the Soviets.
Well, I've said a half a dozen times, they're just so good and being drilled. I guess someone's done their homework on this Edmonton Oilers Club. Pick up the last man, and it's usually Coffey or it's usually Kurri, and all night long they've been picked up and picked up well. Gretzky has a great scoring chance here, but watch Malenkov. He winds up, but look how he didn't back up. See how high he was? He's been watching up the other end. He went down a little in trouble, but not tonight. They've handled the big guns extremely well.
McTavish at center gets the drawback for Jackson. He fired it wide. Big shot, big drive. Randy Gregg moves in to keep it in the Soviet zone. Not for long. This is Jackson in a race. G.Mayev beat him to it. G.Mayev cleared it out in front. Vasiliev couldn't come up with it. Now Napier leads the Oiler attack to the line and across. He's not going to get through the Soviet defense like that. G.Mayev for Vasiliev. Vasiliev fakes the shot, tried to work himself around Huddy, got Moog out of position. The Oilers recover and regroup. Huddy, pass on the right side. Hunter slipped it through. Now Hunter kicks it across the line. Soviets dump it right out. Coffey leaving it for Huddy. 8 minutes, 30 seconds to play, third period. 4-2, Soviets leading the Edmonton Oilers. McTavish back for Huddy. Huddy lifts one in there, and it was easily handled by Malinkov. He's to Calgary in 2 days. Sunday night, the Moscow Dynamo and the Calgary Flames at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, live from the Saddle Dome in Calgary. McClellan working along the boards. It comes out to Coffey, who dumps it back in for McClellan. Fetisov can't hold it. McSorley back, cleared out in front. Good chance for the Oilers. But it was Simonin who couldn't quite tip it and gain control. Now Makarov starts back. Makarov, one man and a goalie to beat, drops it back. Krutov scores. That's how it's done.
You'll not see it any nicer than that, folks. Even coming out of their own end. I think it was Makarov finally put it in. But just watch this. He'll draw a player to him, cut to the middle. There's the drop pass. Now he'll go wide and lay it right across. Oh, just beautiful. And it was just a nice teed up shot, an effortless shot. Coming out of there's the key. Here it's a 1-on-nobody. Okay, or 1-on-1. Now it's a 2-on-1. Now it's a 3-on-2, and that third guy is just home free. Good puck handling, and they know what they're doing on offense. Gorgeous goal, gorgeous.
Krutov gives the Soviets a 5-2 lead, seemingly insurmountable with 7 minutes and 37 seconds to play.
I'm beginning to wonder what kind of conclusions you can draw about this tonight. Obviously, the Soviet team, but he's practiced with the club, and he's against probably as good a club team as there is in the world. So,
chance for the Soviets here, going right in. They score. V.Fetisov beats Andy Moog for the 6th time, and boy, they can score quickly.
Oh, they can.
They don't miss the golden opportunity.
All right, here's the pass. Look at it. Hits the stick, but V.Fetisov picks it up and takes one look there, and he sees where Moog is, and Andy had to be coming out a little more. There wasn't very much room, but he picked it. He had a pretty good angle right here. There's the pass to the open man, and that's their key to the skating man as well. He moved the puck from the toe.
In difficulty, to say the least, against Central Red Army of the Soviet Union. 6-2 now with just over 5 minutes to play in the third period. Coffey trying to get the Oilers out of their zone. McSorley takes the pass on the right side and just dumps it in. The Oilers have been content to do that much of the evening.
Well, they couldn't come up with a cotton-picking puck if they had 10. Just watch what happens here when you shoot it in, and that's something that all of a sudden just dawned on me. I haven't seen the Soviets
materialize as far as the Oilers were concerned. Part of the story tonight, Howie, the Oilers passing game has just been off a little bit, hasn't it?
That's right. There's absolutely no doubt about that at all. I've not seen the Oilers handle the puck.
There's Gretzky out in front, tried the backhand. Anderson picked up the rebound. 6-3, but there's a long way to come back for the Edmonton Oilers. Gretzky, that patented move out in front. Anderson had the rebound and beat Malinkov.
Well, Malinkov will make a great save here in Gretzky, but he's down again. And now look at Anderson. Anderson cuts across. He has one skate on the ice, does a pivot. Now Gretzky hangs on, comes out in front. There's the backhand, and Malinkov makes the save. Anderson outfought his check, picked up the puck, and like I've seen him do so many times in this building and all over the league, very often tonight, his balance on skates is amazing.
6-3 now, 3:35 to play.
But his effort tonight, his physical effort and his skill effort hasn't been close to his normal performance.
Oilers moving in with a little more enthusiasm now. McTavish has difficulties behind the net. Napier can't get to it, and here come the Soviets once more. A long pass on the right side. Gerasimov. Soviets circling. Defense moving in. Loose to the Soviets. This is Gerasimov again, number 12.
Somebody better finish a check on those red turkeys out there. I'll tell you something, they're going to be in trouble. You can't force them off the puck and not stay with them.
Hunter ahead for Napier at the line. He couldn't get anywhere.
My goodness. They skate to open ice and put the puck in open ice extremely well.
Coffey tries it for the Oilers now to the line. Just got out of the way of a check. 6-3, Oilers trailing the Soviets, this Central Red Army team. And you were right, Howie, they don't look very tired after playing in Los Angeles last night. Nordrozdecki left it there for Shepelef, 27. Soviets clear it to the line. It goes all the way down. Malinkov out to set it up, plays it ahead on the right side. It is now back for Babinov, number 4. Good check from McClellan. Zubin. And Shepelев now, 27. McSorley for the Oilers, for Gretzky. Lots of ice. Gretzky around one man, Starikov. Over for Sumanen on the left wing, and that play didn't quite click for Gretzky or Sumanen. Here's Kevin Lowe. Lowe tried to feed it through for Curry. That not quite. V.Fogelin banking it off the boards for Gretzky. Gretzky tried to feed it through for Anderson. Soviets right back. Vasiliev, number 23, checked at the Edmonton line by Curry. Now 1:17 to play, third period. Vasiliev couldn't take the pass, but G.Imayev carried it in. G.Imayev paid the price. Jackson took him out solidly into the boards. Gretzky chops it out, can't get it across the line. Trickles across. Vasilov, number 11. Soviets back to the Oiler line and working in the shot. Moog the save. That time on G.Imayev, number 18. Here's Gretzky. One last chance for the Oilers to make it a little more respectable. They trail by 3. Down to 30 seconds left in the period and the hockey game.
Did you see that pass a moment ago? Just something else. Krutov to Timonen.
Soviets to the line once more. Kasatonov takes the shot. Moog the save. He had nowhere to go with it, so he held on. With 16 seconds to play.
Their command. And normally when the Edmonton Oilers skills are going, look out. They do the same thing to teams in the National Hockey League that the Soviets are doing to them tonight. Now they know how it feels.
Time running out. 15 seconds to play. The shot. Moog is bounced on his backside, but the shot didn't get through that time. Hunter goes to the far side. Napier gets across the line, feeds it through for McTavish, and he couldn't control it. That's going to be the old hockey game as the Edmonton Oilers go down to the feet in a hockey game where a few Oiler mistakes cost them dearly. Malinkov, Sergei Malinkov, has won twice in a row in North America, over Los Angeles last night and over the defending Stanley Cup champions this evening, both by 3-goal margins.
Well, you saw the game played this evening, folks, as it should be played. The same on defense. All skate extremely well, all handle the puck, and all very well disciplined. That's the key to me, how disciplined they were. They played on defense like they had to. And
not the hockey team that they will be a couple of weeks from now when the likes of Mark Messier get back. There were a lot of errors out there from Central Red Army as they walk away for their second victory on the North American Tour. Sergei to 24. The NHL Soviet Series, 85